honestly, it's the unknowns. We have such a dynamic environments. They're changing so rapidly, and it's really the unknowns that keep me up most at night. When you know where your data is, the controls around it, you have at least, a relative understanding of what you're doing, what you're not doing. But data flows like water. It takes the path of least resistance. And so there are unknowns out there, and that's probably what keeps me up at night.
Lack of visibility, right? Like, as the business progresses at rapid rates and high growth, obviously you have different stakeholders that have different requirements, and making sure that you have a process in place, lightweight or heavy in some cases, to make sure that you have that constant visibility of who needs what, who's accessing what, and how you're approaching the situation.
So obviously I have a slightly different perspective since I'm on the vendor side. I also gave up a pager decades ago, so I don't actually have responsibility for the production environment, thank you. But the thing that makes me lose sleep is talking to customers who are not actually taking advantage of all the security features that we give them. Not as altruistic as it sounds, because I know that someday one of them is going to get popped, and it's not their name that's going to be alone in that headline, right? And so, constantly keeping up with my customers to make sure that they're using what we've built in to keep them safe, and also using partners like Satori to make sure that's even stronger. That's that's what worries me, right? Is making sure everybody's taking advantage of the table stakes that we gave
them. The thing that keeps me up at night is people. People are always looking for shortcuts, and despite the best intentions, and I'm speaking generally, I mean, in Satori, like Jonathan, I'm not on the pager duty, at least for that, but generally speaking, people will always find a way. If security becomes too complex for them, they will find a way to do what they want and get things to their laptop instead of accessing them through the cloud or whatever. So I would say that people is what keeps me up at night.